I was trained as a pilot before I was trained as a dentist. And if we trained pilots the way we train dentists, they would all be dead. You imagine you get on your 737 to come here, and the pilot tells you, I have read a lot of papers, I have done exams, I watched someone who's an expert demonstrate landing this plane, and then I did one repetition very slowly. And that was my training. I've been on a mission to help dentists achieve performance in clinical practice using whatever technology we can. But I'm not going to talk a lot about the technology today. For those of you who would like to invest, we have a round open. We just opened a week ago. $1 million has come in the last week. But I'm going to talk about the output, the result. Dentists can do about 6% of general dentistry when they graduate, and none of it is profitable. DSOs spend about $250,000+ taking a new graduate to profitability. And no matter how many AI systems or platforms or technologies you have, at this point, dental service organizations are about dentistry. And at the heart of dentistry is training. There is no SaaS product. There is no new material. There is no implant. There is no new procedure that gets deployed across this industry without training, which is why this industry spends nearly $3 billion a year just in this country on weekend courses after they already spent $5 billion a year teaching them to be dentists in the first damn place. And so I sat in the snow in Colorado about 1 year ago, just after I moved to this country, and I called Matt Ornstein, and I was very excited. I said, Matt, I have built this simulation platform. I've built simulation mannequins that we're now getting connected so we can get real-time data out of them. And we manufacture them, we ship them, and we train dentists in 35 countries, and we can scale this up. And we've built bespoke software that allows you to teach. It's easy to teach knowledge on the internet. To teach a technical procedure on the internet is very, very difficult, and you can tell that because we're the only company that can do it. And Matt said, sounds a bit shit. He says, I don't really care about that ROI, Lincoln. He says, how will it affect my EBITDA? He says, I've got to take out commission and overhead and have something left over that will pay back the cost of whatever you're doing for me. And then I talked to the chief medical officer of the largest DSO in Europe, and she said, Link, I don't care about all this fancy stuff. I just wish my dentist could do a crown. They do like so many tens of thousands of big fillings that should be crowns. Can't you just get them to do a crown? And so we used our simulation platform to build a thing called DAPA. It means we can train dentists about a quarter of the cost of shipping them off to a big institute. They learn at the implementation rate of new things is 4 times higher than sitting in a room in a traditional sim lab. If you want to know why, talk to me another time. They learn twice as fast. And they don't come home from any sort of training going, I would love to do this new thing that will make you money in your DSO, but unfortunately you need to change all of your composite resins to the one from the sponsor. And does it work? We entered this country to focus on DSOs 1 year ago. We started targeting them heavily at Dicoma, and we do that because we have an unfair advantage with big platforms. We can scale training of dentists from 0. You can call me and say, Link, I need you to train 700 dentists next year to do crown preps, and I can do that without you putting them in a plane using our simulation platform. We're getting the results from those first groups that we started at Dicoma last year. We have signed 9 DSOs in 5 months. By the end of this year, I'm pretty sure we'll be close to, if not the largest training partner of DSOs in America. This is the sort of results we get. 18 dentists. That whole group of 18 is up $166 an hour in 4 months. This was not an amazing, well-run DSO. Or in other words, for every dollar they gave us, they're getting about $9.50 of EBITDA back. I challenge you to get one other vendor that's going to give you nearly $10 of EBITDA for each dollar you spend with them. Not surprisingly, this is making us very popular. And we guarantee it. So if your dentists don't lift $100 an hour, we'll start refunding, and we never have to. Someone said, look, it's America, Lincoln, you need to have an ask. I mean, there's another $1 million left in the round if you want to get in on that. Matt Ornstein just put a check in. Get in it quick because the next round's going to be a lot more expensive. And if you have a DSO and you don't want to be missing out, get aboard this. We are a little bit booked up at the moment, but get aboard as quick as you can. But most of all, I'm just going to say one last thing. I just want to say thank you. 1 year ago, I sat out there. I didn't even come in because I wasn't registered. I thought, this VIP conference, it sounds cool. And this year I'm on the stage. And this country has done more for my business in like a year than in the entire rest of my life. So, thank you.